Well, hello everybody. This is Grace on a Journey, and you are listening to Grace on a Journey Channelings. Welcome to the newcomer, and to those of you returning, my fellow travelers. Welcome back. We are happy to have you. I pray that today is finding you well and that you are feeling blessed. I also want to share that today's episode is going to be different because I was asked to do an energy check-in. So we're going to begin with the energy check-in first before I proceed. But I would like to start by saying a prayer. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. Amen. So, we shall begin the energy check-in. What is being brought to my attention is a leader who has began her journey and is fulfilling her life purpose, is being recognized by the community. However, as balance is the fruit of the universe, there are those that welcome him or her, and there are also those that are uncertain, on the fence, difficult decision. Some are in denial and avoiding weighing up the options. There are those that are in the trickster energy. However, they are witnessing undeniable change and manifestation with God's signature. They are recalling a prophecy that was made. I paused for a minute because I received an angel message. And although that message was given for me, it was given to me, rather, I find it amusing because I followed what I was guided to do and decided to do this energy check-in before I get into channeling and so forth. But I received the angel message that mentioned that it was a good idea, that they approve of me reclaiming my gifts, and they welcome me back home. And that is a sign that they would like me to continue with energy check-ins. And I am willing to comply with the request being made. And I actually am enjoying doing this energy check-in. But to get back to what we are reading, those that are paying attention are I feel as if they are having internal dialogue. Due to what they have been witnessing, they consider that the path, the spiritual path that this leader is on, empowers her, anchors her, and supports her. There is a masculine energy that is undeniably in the energy of hostility. Wow. Because he is beginning to develop discernment. And reconsidering his steps. Desiring prosperity. And deliverance from prison. But what caught my attention is the position that this masculine energy is in is what is driving him to have hostility towards a feminine energy. But the hostility is due to the fact that he felt he was led astray. Confirmation. And this is why he is angry. Presently, those that subscribe to the teachings of that individual are in the energy of low self-esteem, and they don't feel that they're protected. They don't feel that they have security. And they are angry. But again, a masculine energy continues to reoccur, suggesting that the reason why this masculine energy is angry and in the energy of hostility is because he is witnessing the confidence, the self-esteem, the support, the protection in the leader that is following her life's path. He is looking away in disappointment. He feels insecure regarding his ability to defend himself. He also feels deserted. Although he is in the awareness of the success of the leader that is appointed and recognizes the manifestation of fame, the influence, travel, and the fact that this leader offers great discoveries. But he is battling with himself. And in his disappointment, part of him is overwhelmed and he wants to look away. He is in the belief that this leader has the intellectual capacity to fulfill her life's mission. He is also noting that she is a leader that provides consolation and compensation. That's deep. That's deep. This means that she is in a balanced energy. She consoles those that need consolation. However, the energy that you come in when relating to her will be returned in compensation. She means business. She's not going anywhere. But the direction of ascension. There are those that are beginning to recognize that this leader has the energy of a healer. But they are also witnessing the efforts that are being made to bring clouds in her path and to interrupt the healing process. They are aware that although she is in a healing energy, there are those that are in the mindset of sabotaging her, because this affects their business. Wow. They are against people healing their hearts. My God. They want to bring blockage when it comes to healing your heart. Because they only feel needed when the services that they are providing is on demand. And so keeping the community wounded and unhealed is the direction that they would prefer, because they are focused on pentacles. That is what offers them contentment. But they are witnessing a cleanup. That people are being awakened. That people are beginning to look inwardly. That people are beginning to gain their consciousness. I'm hearing regain their consciousness. And they are inviting the energy of the cleansing process. This is reinforcing that there is a separation. There are those who once subscribed to I'm hearing a leader of the past. That are changing their direction. Meanwhile, that leader of the past is feeling smug. She approves of her efforts to bring sabotage. She stands on it. She loves doing it. She is studying to gain more knowledge to learn how to continuously utilize the dark arts because she wants to look away from transformation. She wants to put blocks and walls and obstacles She wants an ending to transformation for your highest good. She desires to learn what is no longer being made available to her in her efforts of using monitoring spirit, plural. She is overwhelming herself and going into circles She is moody. 1 minute she is looking up, 1 minute she is looking down. She is feeling deep emotion. And she is fighting back healing. She's being defensive towards healing. She also wants to manipulate a masculine energy who is desiring to move forward in a new direction. This masculine energy is being exposed to the teachings of love. Confirmation. He is in the vicinity of decision regarding the path that he is focusing on. He also feels that the leader that is following her path is in a season of blossoming. And foresees that she will flourish. The Tower is the fact that the healing that she is offering the community is being seen. Because there were many who were instrumental in blocking her and don't want her to be seen. But the healing is taking effect in such a degree that it's undeniable. An energy of healing is making rounds around the community. As this leader does her service, God is lifting her up. Light is coming from her tower, her lighthouse. She has been here before, and in this time she is called to be a lighthouse. She is on the temple path. There is she is experiencing recognition. The reward that she is focused on is the transformation in the direction of the highest good that her collective is beaming in. Heart chakras are being healed. Solar plexuses are being healed. There are some that are subscribing to her teachings in regards to inner work. They are looking within. Going in the direction of shadow work. As they witness the protection that healing offers. Recognizing that healing increases their emotional intelligence. Providing further insight regarding development. The leader is a star. She is in a balanced energy. And as she offers her downloads to the collective, she does inner self-work. She is reinforcing that manifestation is rooted in balance. Relaying the message that to manifest, it requires your will and the good for all, with God at its foundation. And so that is today's energy check-in. Now to move on, I would like to share today's title. Today's title is Peculiar. But as you continue to listen to the episode, you will agree that the title is fitting. Today's episode will definitely take you on a journey to healing. Now, I was going to proceed in delivering the lesson that I prepared for today, but I was asked to share a meditation with you and share further findings regarding the energy check-in. In other words, there is more information to be released regarding to today's energy check-in. But I will begin by reading this meditation. Our Lady of Growth Assured. To manifest the dreams and desires of the heart, we need patience and trust in divine timing. Understand that if our creation is birthed too soon or too late, there may be otherwise unnecessary difficulties. There is a natural timing to soul manifestation that we can trust, even if we can only grasp its goodness, grace, and genius in retrospect. Know that Mother Mary is safeguarding your progress. We are being supported by the divine feminine energy, and we receive it. Now to continue on today's check-in, there were those who made vows to interfere with a feminine's journey into fulfilling her soul purpose. It was their mission to turn her life upside down. This would sabotage her ability to be in the abundance that God called her to be in. Fire magic, water magic, air magic, earth magic was being used to stunt her growth and keep her stuck. There was a lot of negative remarks being made about her, suggesting that she was not being yelled. Wow. She was not being yelled. What I was about to say was, she was not being fueled by the energy of love. And what I'm hearing now, for clarity, is that there were loud efforts being made to separate her from love. There were blockages in being conducted to affect her romantic relationships. This was in the awareness of many who supported this direction. They were not in the awareness that the ringleaders were upside down. And unable to fly. One of their goals following sabotaging her relationship, there was magic being made to interfere with her crown chakra, so she would not have the ability to heal which would lead her to being upside down. They wanted her entire house to be upside down. They also wanted her struggle, her suffering to be witnessed by many. Many were invited to see her being attacked. And rejoiced in the fact that a marriage ended. What they didn't realize is that with the marriage, a contract ended. Confirmation. Presently, there are those that want to appear to be in the energy of becoming a peacemaker, but their intention, wow, I said attention, so that is their focus, but their intention is to bring wow. They want to be in the energy of being a peacemaker. They want to appear in the energy of being a peacemaker. But in reality, their aim is to energy harvest. Confirmation. Because they want what she has. This is why they asked me to continue with the energy check-in. Because this information needs to be out there. They are, and I'm hearing attention again. So their attention is on obedience. Their attention is on abundance. Not obedience, on abundance. But they are stressing out because they're realizing the reason why she has the key to abundance is because she was in obedience. In their recognition that there was now a change in power, anxiety set them in the direction of alcoholism. They are regretful because they see a separation has been made. Wow. I never saw this before. They are in shock. They are heavy in their emotions, heavy in sadness. They are recognizing that they threw away a star. They let a star get out of their hands. They are surprised that the position that they once possessed is no longer, because they've fallen from grace. They are witnessing how focused the feminine energy is, disregarding all their efforts to interfere with what was destined for her. They are in shock because they are recognizing that abundance is hers. And the portion of abundance that they were focusing on that opportunity of abundance is now closed. I'm hearing permanently closed. Also, they are in the energy of blaming each other. No, you did it. You said that. You misled us. Confirmation. They're angry that they listened to wrong instruction. They lost their abundance because they made attempts to abort the birthing of transformation. They are in regret. I'm seeing 3 abortions. They were in regret because in attempt to gain the abundance, repetitive abortions, I just heard a confirmation, occurred to sacrifice for abundance. They stopped at nothing. Their focus was on wealth. Their desire was to take her energy, because they realized her energy would be leading to abundance. I'm just noticing that they see that her treasure box has no padlock. She has access to it as she manifests they are also realizing that while their focus was on abundance, her focus was on connecting to God and healing, one part at a time. They are realizing that they were rooted in darkness and in desperate need of healing. And are mentally unstable, realizing the work that is ahead of them is stacked because their focus was on the feminine's energy. They were focused on her abundance, while their focus should have been on healing. They're desiring to manifest healing quickly, like it's a race. But they are discouraged because they are just now understanding that healing is a process. That cannot be rushed. And so they see the long journey ahead. They are also concerned and experiencing self-doubt. They feel that they threw away their connection to God. I'm also seeing a pregnancy. Confirmation. Also, there's someone who is feeling as if she's going down a downward spiral. As she receives the news that the abundance that she was striving to receive was an illusion. She is denied access. Wow. I also see that there's a lot of gossip going around. Someone's darkness is being seen. People are aware that injustices were made, and that an individual was targeted in several different ways. Her health was targeted. Her connections were targeted. They wanted to isolate her. I'm hearing efforts were being made for her to fall off. They wanted her to feel as if she has a hole in her heart. Oh, there were many people that were gathered together, sending sickness and disease. I see cancer and blood diseases. They wanted darkness in all areas of love. And wanted her to go in a downward spiral. And leave the light behind. I also see those that were attacking have holes in their hearts. They are wounded. And so they want to share their misery. But they are being exposed. For attacks that were made on her heart chakra, her solar plexus, her root chakra, her sacral chakra, was also targeted. There was a leader and many followers. They realized that they are no longer balanced. There has been a back to sender in their sacral chakra. Their solar plexus is also attacked. That's a confirmation. They are being seen as dark due to the theft that they were gaining from energy harvesting. People are watching, people are talking. They are also receiving back to senders of sickness and disease. Blood diseases are being distributed as back to senders. Chronic and critical matters. The group is now scattered. They received a back to sender in regards to separation. There are those who receive that back to sender of sickness and disease, and now are in a state of helplessness, asking for help, medicating themselves with herbs, but the blood diseases have spread. They are receiving everything that they sent. And it is coming in numbers, because their attacks were made in numbers. And so they are receiving diagnoses, plural, that are chronic. Wow. They are recognizing that karma is real, that angels do return back, do send back to senders in times of injustice. And they just begun. Arrows are being sent to target every single individual that needs compensation. I'm hearing compensation is due. It's divine timing for compensation. They are witnessing the support that the feminine energy on her path is receiving. Their careers are experiencing towers. Meanwhile, they are witnessing angelic teams that are surrounding the feminine leader in her life's purpose fulfill confirmation. To fulfill her mission as a lighthouse. She is flashing light to the dark. In every direction. There are those that are transforming. Changing teams. Inviting light. They are heavy in their emotions. They don't feel loved. They are feeling awkward. They know they're being watched. Wow. They know they are being targeted and dealt with by the angels. They are submerged in defeat. Flattened to submission. They have been overpowered. There are those oh my God, that are going and looking in every direction for assistance in prayer. The stress is causing them to age very rapidly. They are wailing. Confirmation. Uncontrollably. In so much regret. Beating themselves up. Confirmation. They are drowning. Confirmation. They are being used as an example, as it was prophesied. And people in every direction, in multitudes, are witnessing their fall from grace. My God. Now I know why we had to do the energy check-in, because today's serious. You are being encouraged to call in support in regards to your relationships with others, time is ticking. The clock, rather, is ticking. There will be a death of a feminine energy. She is in the energy of confusion. The efforts of utilizing black magic to sacrifice another by plotting to manipulate her so that sex magic could be utilized to transfer energy of healing. Wow. Confirmation. She wanted to exchange Her sentence of death for life. She wanted to expose a feminine energy to her deadly disease, but she did not succeed. She is now experiencing out of body experience. She is undergoing out of body experiences. Adventuring in astral, I'm hearing low vibrational astral experiences. She utilizes the astral realm to bring clouds to people's lives, to sexually expose them to her blood diseases. She encouraged an individual to rape a feminine energy in the astral realm, in attempt to transfer her STDs. Confirmation. Her aura is very distasteful. Her exchange in sexual experiences brings darkness. She is serving demonic energies that require her to continue to participate in sexually abusing others. She's going to prison. Due to her spiritual crimes, she will no longer experience love in its purity. Confirmation. From a romantic partner. That door is permanently closed. It is judgment. She's done enough. Spirit, I am getting so many confirmations right now. This is the truth. We cannot deny this is the truth. There are signs that are confirming that she has committed several spiritual crimes. And she is looking at judgment. She is facing judgment. And she sees the clouds returning to her all at once. Due to the efforts that were being made to delay her judgment. Confirmation. And because she participated in several delays, all the delays are going her way. She is at rock bottom. And so is her status. Everyone is pointing fingers at her. Confirmation. Calling her snake. Recognizing that she is a snake. She continuously does spiritual attacks in the astral realm. She does a lot of crown chakra magic. A lot. A lot of solar plexus attacks. A lot of sacral chakra attacks. A lot of heart chakra attacks. She attacks everything. throat chakra, crown chakra, root chakra, okay, she is in a very terrible state. Very, very. Nobody wants to be in that condition. But justice must be served. Confirmation. She is exposed. Confirmation. For attacking the throat chakras of those that recognize her, sending sickness and disease. She is the ringleader, directing others to energy harvest off of feminine energy that is progressing and fueled by love. She is aware that she is no longer cloaked, and that feminine energy that is fulfilling her calling all her eyes are wide open. Nothing could be hidden. I'm hearing expose, expose, expose. She is experiencing flashbacks. She is remembering her involvement of a short-lived marriage. She was a backstabber, a betrayer, and instructed others to follow suit. Confirmation. She was mind manipulating individuals selling them illusions. Concerning money to be gained. She gave an illusion that she could transfer inheritance. Wow. She is not to be trusted in her circles. She has more than one person in mind to unalive. She resents how a masculine energy treated her. Confirmation. She has many secrets and people are beginning to wonder what was left unsaid due to the fact she was exposed to the extent of no return. Oh, she's experiencing a house fire. She got burned. Oh, I'm hearing in more than one sense. And those that were acquainted to her are exposed. Greatly exposed. Her energy is contagious and leads you to darkness. Her mission is to persecute and brand individuals in exchange for wish fulfillment from the demonic energies that she serves and worships. I'm hearing in the dark. She made efforts to cause the feminine energy that is in her life purpose she made efforts to make her homeless. She participated in black magic with the goal of making her homeless. With only shelters available to her. The male definitely participated. He was proud of it. He felt like he was on top of the world. I'm hearing top of the world, top of the world. He didn't see the darkness that was to follow. He is now homeless. Confirmation. And has been uprooted. Feeling as he is I am going to give some grace rather than stating I'm hearing I have to share what is being given to me. So even though I wanted to give some grace, I'm hearing he is feeling like a jackass. He's realizing he left healing behind. I'm hearing continuous confirmations. So much I'm just surprised. I've heard confirmations before, but this is repetitive. This is the truth. And I appreciate it. That's what differentiates readers. Some readers are heavily embraced by the spiritual realm. I'm seeing a very bright light. And others are imitating. They're spying. Wanting access to what is behind the veil. Confirmation. They are recognizing that they are at a confirmation that they are at a very low vibration. That instead of moving forward, they were demoted. There is an agitating energy amongst them. And although there are pregnancies, there are separations. People parting, people going their separate ways. Their nest is destroyed. They are experiencing a back to sender in relation to homelessness. They are witnessing a crash, everything falling apart. And the exposure that they are all standing on the foundation of darkness due to theft and sacrifice. People are going their separate ways. There are those that want to continue to stay contaminated and those who seek cleansing and purity. But the ones that are seeking cleansing and purity, they are wounded and injured from this experience. Some of them are experiencing shame. And do not want others aware of their association. Confirmation. But their judgment is raking up all the destruction they caused around the community. She stained the community in more than one way. Conducted animal sacrifices. Meanwhile, she's writing a book. She was in the illusion of being ahead by invading the privacy of another feminine energy in her appointed position, invading her privacy by being the mastermind of a house invasion. Oh, she's looking down. She's looking down. I'm seeing she's looking down. Oh, she harmed many people. I'm seeing their faces. She even attacked children. She participated in sacrificing by way of abortions. She has her hand involved in it. Oh, she's in rage. She is in rage. Anyone in association, anyone in her vicinity, anybody in her circle is in danger. Present danger. She's still studying. All forms of dark magic. She's arguing with others and saying, no, this is how it is. This is what you should believe. This is what you should do. This is, I'm hearing, tradition. She has more than one personality. And right now, I'm just envisioning all of this. She is multifaceted in chaos. But she's going down the steps, experiencing turbulence. Oh, there are many fights. I'm seeing a fight at a park. She's involved. And I'm not speaking with words. I'm speaking physical fights. Confirmation. Oh, she's knocking her head down. She's at her lowest low. She is angry that the crown was afforded to the feminine energy that did her work. healed herself, and promoted healing in the community. Her services are spread out in the community. And more and more and more healing is being made available. I see someone packing. Moving from one place to another. There's a secret relationship going on. She is being haunted for being involved in abortion procedures. People are barking at her, like in rage. She is being recognized for her immaturity. She has poisoned others before. I'm seeing an exchange of money. She has new supplies. For her black magic toolbox. She has a door that she wants to enter, but there's no doorknob, and the door's stuck. So she's locked inside. Oh, people are gossiping in numbers. She's being clowned. Everyone wants to back up, like, does not want to be associated. Nah, I don't know her. I never saw her. I wasn't there. Who is that? Someone failed at the game of chess and is angry and slamming. I see two people slamming their heads on a table and throwing away the pieces, throwing away the board, like angry. I just keep seeing fighting. There's a lot of fighting going on. Oh, she looking in. She definitely looking in by way of tarot. She's paying people to spy on others, gossiping about these people as she asks for their services. She is very proud of her evil deeds. She's a shapeshifter. She is seeing things that she does not want to see. From the spiritual realm. She's being haunted. Yeah, someone's on drugs. Because that's what they're utilizing those syringes for. Yo. People are running away. Climbing gates to get away from her. Apparently, it's very hard to get out of her grasp. Confirmation. She's an erupting volcano. She's doing a lot of gossiping herself. A lot of spying. She's still participating in a lot of spying. And it's not just one person. Although there are not many, she still has some that are down with her, that are okay with that energy. Yeah, let's do this. Let's go down this downward spiral. I got you. Yo, it's a black hole. That's what that downward spiral is leading to. And as you go down this hole, I'm seeing like Like you're being attacked, like people are scratching you, hitting you while you're falling down, down, down. It's like you're not even going down fast because everyone that's getting at you, pulling from this direction and that direction, punching from this direction and that direction, spitting in your face from this direction and that direction. Yo, it's like that. Who knew karma was like that? Oh, people are overwhelmed. They are overwhelmed. It's like they have their hands on their head like, why can't she quit? She's so messy. She messed everything up. She can't shut up. Someone's dancing. Strip teasing. Oh, God. Okay, I'm being led to come back to the reading. Wow. That was a lot. That was a lot. Coffin. Coffin snake. Meanwhile, she's not even focusing on the coffin, on the coffin. Wow. Whatever that person, whoever it is dealing with, part of her diagnosis involves a lot of coughing. Because that's why that came out. She is still focused on stealing people's gifts, wanting their secret for advancement, wanting their level of protection, wanting their level of foresight. She's thirsty. Yeah, that's a lot of thirst. Confirmation. Yo, this is real. Doing a lot of moon magic. But the guardian angels are on deck. Assisting the feminine energy that was called in all areas of higher learning. She possesses all the great mysteries in relation to transformation. She has a lion. She has a lion. Not a lion you want to mess with. Not that. Not that at all. Her attacks were I'm hearing their attacks were done in the dark. They ganged up together. A lot of folks was in agreement with it. They was loving the ride. I'm hearing the bus is self-destruction. They're going to self-destruction. Yo. I'm seeing peace to peace. Like no longer having peace. No longer flourishing. Sad and in their feelings. And there is a lot of exposure. Even their demonic entities are being exposed. And this is not the first time they conducted all of these spiritual crimes. It's just this time around. They've been here before. They just continue to follow suit. Continue to destroy. Continue to bring the energy of chaos. They're having a rude awakening. That they chose the wrong path. And the spiritual realm is very disappointed. Confirmation. One of them is speechless and in a very vulnerable state. Like feeling crushed, like I don't know what to do. That's what I'm getting. But they're stained all over, so it's There's no way to get out of this. They're exposed. And their spiritual crimes are being echoed. I'm hearing infrequency. Even in other realms. The military they thought they had is upside down. The cannon they thought they had is upside down. In fact, their weapons are binded. Wow. I'm seeing as if it's a treasure box that they have behind confirmation. That they have behind the cannon, and it's like they're shooting the treasure box through the cannon. They're positioning the treasure box through. So whatever they thought they had, they threw it away. Now they're having very clouded days. We went in a change of direction, but I conduct these episodes as I am led. And today's episode I guess this is the way. This is the way the spirit guides of my angels are aligning today's episode with today's title, The Haunted House. The feminine energy in her calling released all of the ties that no longer served her. She is no longer binded. I'm hearing fear gets subtracted by angels. So that's telling me, due to her connection to her angelic team, she has no fear. And I could relate. Confirmation. Her persecution, confirmation, belongs to yesterday. She knows who to call on for help. I'm hearing, do you know Jesus? Do you really know Jesus? That female energy is upside down due to a letter. She's upside down due to a letter. Oh my God, it's still going off. I wasn't even paying attention to that. So focused. I'm hearing that's a sign that you need to be alert. Everyone needs to be alert. This is a season that you need to maintain, keeping all your eyes wide open. Because I thought when I heard the alarm, and for some reason I didn't even hear it continue. Confirmation. I was just focusing on reading, and I heard it was a sign. Alerting. Alerting for a letter. A letter. An alert. The star got the letter. She is submerged in healing. Has backup and healing from the universe in abundance. And the individual that was invading her, the individuals, I heard, plural, are getting whipped. That's what I see. Whipped. Make sure you guys cleanse your homes as often as you can. Even if you knew these people as acquaintances, like you wasn't really friends, you wasn't really close. Yeah, if they were in your energy, cleanse. I guess that's what the alert was about. I'm hearing your ancestors are watching too. No, that's right. They're being targeted so much, they're looking for caves to retreat. They wasn't ready for creativity to expose them. They didn't know creativity could expose them. They didn't know the power of the tongue. They were just studying manuals of word magic. But they don't know nothing about the power of the tongue. Some people just say a prayer, honey. You hear me? Some people just say a prayer. There's a power in prayer. Don't underestimate it. That is needed to maintain your abundance. Open your mouth and pray. I see a lot of people walking away like all their backs are turned. It's like, I'm hearing abandoned mission. And what's interesting, they're walking away, but they're walking away separately. They're in a line, but the gaps are noticeably emphasized. Because the sun is exposing them all. And they are being disciplined from every side. The spiritual realm is on them like white on rice. The back to senders are being returned in beaming energy. Beaming. Beaming in high frequencies. Oh, they in fire. Fire. Self-induced hell. It's sad that it took all of that for them to be awakened. Because now some of them are seeing, oh, so we need to we should have went that way. Oh, but when she was drumming, we was looking the other way. And they're like, what do we do now? What direction do we take now? Now they want to sit down and listen. To obtain instruction in how to save them. I mean, in the energy of a child, like, please help me, like, helpless and vulnerable. And meanwhile, you was on top of the world, top of the world, top of the world. It's like an echo. I'm hearing yesterday. All the attacks just made the feminine energy that was in her rightful position stronger and courageous. She got this, and she's ready. And she has support from everywhere. On the land, on the sky. An abundance of water. I'm hearing her abundance is coming like a gush of water. Flooded. Flooded in abundance. The wealth that she is receiving is due to her offerings in service of the community. Not gossip of the community, not stealing of the community, not scamming of the community, not lying on the community, that not defaming the character of the community, but in effort of offering service with fruitful outcomes. I'm hearing, where is your basket of fruit? Come show it. What are you harvesting? I'm seeing rotten apples. Wow. And rotten tangerines, discolored. Meanwhile, the feminine energy that is in her purpose, as she services the community, she brings blessings to others, by fulfilling her life purpose. Now, let's see. The haunted house. I once experienced being mocked by an individual that violated me financially. I recall requesting what's stolen from me. Due to the fact that I learned that he was a scammer all along. Con artist. I'm being led to share a comment I made to him. One of the reasons my family did not approve of him is because of a cousin of mine. I shared on a previous episode that there is someone that has a parallel life in comparison to mine. Everything she goes through, I go through. From childhood till now. Everything. And I shared with him one of the reasons that my family was nervous about the whole situation is because of how fast things was going, and also my cousin experienced marrying a man from the same island who did the same thing. The same island who did the same thing. A Judas, a con artist, a user, a cheat. a hobosexual. She was paying all the bills. He just used her for a roof over his head. And so I told him that was being brought up. Oh, no, I'm nothing like that. I would never do nothing like that. I would be so ashamed. I would never. I recall that memory. I recall I was sitting in a car with him. I would never. I also recall requesting the monies that were stolen from me, because I was under the impression that after he realized I recognized he was a con artist and that he was caught, that due to shock he would try to make things right. But I was denied. In fact, I was laughed at. In fact, he had me on speakerphone. In fact, everyone was laughing. In fact, I was crying and I did not even know I was on speakerphone. I remember. Haunted house. I remember being targeted. I remember when I mentioned that I would expose him, quote, "You won't ever expose me because you love me too much. You won't ever expose me because you love me too much. You won't ever expose me because you love me too much." Quote. Channeled song is "Do You Remember the Time?" Every experience should be a learning experience. And so I'm going to share the THINK acronym with you all. Think before you speak. T, is what I'm saying true? H, is it helpful? I, is it inspiring? N, is it necessary? K, is it kind? Think. Learn from this experience. Think. Awaken to the fact that there are individuals that are underhandedly targeting you spiritually, psychically, financially, sexually, and claim to have hats of spiritual healers. Meanwhile, their aim is never to heal you. Because if I heal you, then you won't come back. So let me just heal you just a little bit. but not all of it. Let's keep updated with it. Parallel lives. There is never a coincidence when meeting another soul. There's always a reason why you meet that person, why you connect with that person. And what I realized is what I saw in him was glimpses of my father. When he was alive, he was raised very fortunate. My grandmother was very independent, but she did that. She provided the best life for him because a lot of people, when they, well, I won't say a lot of people, some people, including myself, the fact that I know that his biological father is not around, sometimes I overcompensate. And sometimes that leads to lack of development because you make life too easy for them. And that's why I had to get it together, because I'm not trying to raise that. I want you to be ready for what's out there. But when my father was alive, due to the success of his mother, my grandmother, he always was talking like, well, I got a big house, I got this, I got that. You know, always talking about it, inheritance. And that Judas in my life was always talking about inheritance. He was talking about inheritance before the man even died. Every time he took money from me, don't worry, the inheritance is coming. How did you know? This is the flashback. How did you know the inheritance was coming? Could you tell me that? How did you know? That just came to me today. How did he know that? The inheritance was coming. Truth is, I know why. And I know how. I remember him sharing that he resented the relationship he had with his father. He felt like he wasn't treated fairly. That still was affecting him as an adult. As a matter of fact, his favorite song is I Want to Dance with My Father by Luther Vandross. I always found it peculiar why that was his favorite song. That was his inner child. All this to say, due to unhealed inner child wounds, Some adult children's manifest self-sabotage. The wounds are sometimes related to feeling rejected, neglected, and subjected to victimhood. To attract healing for your inner child wounds, we all can benefit from doing inner child work. It's out there. It's available. In fact, I specialize in it. The process is called self-parenting or re-parenting. This can be achieved by self-expression and dismissing our choices of denial. And to finish the statement I was making about the parallel issues that he shared, well, that was reflected in both him and my father, is the fact that due to the fact he knew he would always have backup, it stunted his development. It stunted his potential. Like, he didn't arrive at his highest potential. I love him. But he did not arrive to his highest potential. All this to say, let's wake up. The only way we're going to get promoted on this journey is if we heal. Areas where our parents could have taken a different direction as far as spoiling you and making life too easy for you, I want you to know you can reparent yourself. You can discipline yourself. I have disciplined myself. I have reparented myself. I have delivered myself. I have given freedom to myself. If I can do it, know that you could do it. Go out there with force, with the goal of healing your inner child. I'm not saying you don't have other areas of healing, but you need to begin with that. All of us. It is haunting sometimes.